filter, no fear, we just keep it right. Safe space, let it all come through. This is the place where we hear you. Welcome to my safe space, yeah, we talk real life. No filter, no fear, we just keep it right. Safe space, let it all come through. This is the place where we hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Apologies, my mic was not really on, so I was not aware about it. Um, Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. You're welcome back to the Safe Space Show, my safe space, your safe space, and our safe space. So I'm really, really excited to be having tonight's conversation with all of us this evening. Tonight we are really going to be talking about a very interesting topic that a lot of persons have felt, a lot of persons have experienced it, but just few people do talk about it. And it's a very simple question that we are going to be really discussing or diving into this evening. And that is, can someone hurt you and still love you? So I am not doing this conversation alone. I have my guest here with me, amazing ladies that will be joining us for the conversation. I think network is very bad. Okay, still waiting for my guest. Um, this particular issue, this particular topic that we are discussing this evening is something that I've experienced. I've seen a lot of persons it's happened to, and we've had stories about different persons that went through this particular issue of being in relationship or being in marriages, and they experience abuse, experience they are beaten in the relationship, and this is especially about women. But most times I think because of the way society has um, created a kind of mindset in us, we now believe or we now think that for someone to love you, one of the proof that shows that someone loves you is um, people will have arguments. um, Sometimes you hurt yourself, and we just take it that that is human. Yes, apart from that side of we being human, to make mistakes, we cannot hurt each other, then we take correction and apologize to ourselves. But society have made it in a way that we now believe that love should be loud. If you're not experiencing all of these things, experiencing hurt, experiencing abuse in relationship, that is not yet love. So we're really going to be diving into that topic this evening. We're going to be looking at it, but lots of young women are really, 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 really suffering in the name of relationship. Lots of young women are really, really suffering in the name of love. So I would love us to really put our minds and discuss solely about this. But I think my network is having issue and my guests are not yet here. Let's just wait for them for few minutes to. Hi, ma. Good evening, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma.
How are you doing?
I'm very, very
How are you
fine.
doing?
I'm
I'm
fine.
very happy. I'm very excited and honored to be having this conversation with you this evening.
The same here. I'm so pleased. I'm so excited about the topic, about the show itself. Like you're really doing an amazing work, and I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma.
I really appreciate.
Thank you, ma.
We, thank you. You're welcome, ma.
Thank
I
you, ma.
don't know. I think she's having network issue where she is. Ma, about the topic that we are looking at this evening, I want us to base it is just based on the current incidents that happened. I think that should be around last week or so, where we had a story of a young girl, about 18 years old, I think so, that her husband did with her, supposed husband did with her, abused her, and she really, really faced a lot in the marriage that she was, and um, even before it came out online, and before it got to the attention of a lot of persons around her. This has been happening for quite a very long period of time. The abuse in the marriage or the relationship, and no one really know about it. But she to herself, she even amidst all the beating, the things that this man has been doing to her, she still stood by the man. Ma, you're hearing what I'm saying, right? She still stayed with this man,
Yes, I am.
and
I'm
the man has
fine.
been using as a punching bag all this while, but she still stayed with the man. And when the news came out, I was really, really bitter seeing a young girl of her age go through something like that. It's really, really awful. And different persons had their own opinions to this particular issue. So I just want to know from your own point of view, from your own part, like what is your opinion about this incident or this issue?
Oh,
Did you get what my
yes.
question?
Yes, ma. So, when I heard about the story, the first thing that surprised me was her age. Like, I was wondering, like, what's a girl of that age doing in marriage? Like, she was married at that age. So that was the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm like, why is why are young girls of that age allowed to go into marriage or enter into marriage? Like, what exactly does she know that she can um what decision does she think that she can be able to make in a marriage, or how can she be able to carry on with a relationship, the emotional effect, the the responsibilities that come with marriage. So that was what the thoughts that came to me. Then when I now heard about the abuse, and to think that that was not even the first time the abuse was happening, like it was something that was happening before now. I was like, wow, what made her stay? Were her parents not aware about it? Is it that nobody knew that something like this was going on? Why did they still allow their daughter to be in such a
Sorry,
toxic
I don't know
relationship?
if
So
something is different.
that
The
was
network is bad. I don't know if you can
what
hear me.
was um
I can still.
That was where my own issue was. Her age, she was very young to pass through whatever she was passing through.
Okay, ma. Well, from what I got online, from the things I had, I I don't really know the full details about everything, but a lot of persons said one of the reasons why she stick close to that guy or the man, the husband, was because of the things she experienced. She never had anyone that loved her while growing up, and that was one of the reasons that pushed her into the marriage because she saw the man as a kind of safe space for her. So even though the guy was beating her or doing all of those things to her, she never saw it as anything. She just feel like I don't know what was going in her mind for her to just think that I don't know whether she felt like the guy will certainly change one day and stop the whole bullying and the whole beating. Are you getting what I'm trying to say, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So a lot of persons gave their opinions, but she never had anyone that loved her, and that was the reason why she stick closer to the guy. For you now, do you really see that like as a good reason for a girl of her age to stick close to someone that is beating her, and she knows this guy is really he's beating me like he's using me like he's punching me daily, but she still like choose to stay with the guy. I don't know whether she saw him as a safe space or she just
Oh,
felt like she does not even have any other person to run to.
okay. Now the thing is that young girls should let me, how will I put this? You don't need to be in a romantic relationship to experience love. I think that's where most young girls are missing it. Like
Yeah.
they feel that they need love, they are void of love. I think that at a stage in my life, I was once like that. Like I felt like I was not getting the love I needed, like from my family. I had a very strict dad, like very very strict. It does not tolerate rubbish at all. Doesn't take in any nonsense. So because of that, I had a mentality that I was not feeling loved and every of that. So I was looking for any place I can find love, or any place I could get love. But the thing is that it's love does not necessarily mean that you have to be in you don't need to be in a romantic relationship to experience love. When uh, I was in the secondary school, then later on I now changed to another secondary school, and the friends that I made there, I it's as if it gave me an escape room from the life I already had at home. Life at home was very, very strict, like I said earlier. It was a kind of routine. Go to church, go to school, read your books, do your chores. We are not allowed to go outside. So I was already used to that routine. But when I came to that secondary school, I experienced another life. I had friends that, they showed me another life entirely. So it's made me see life in a newer way. I didn't have to experience a romantic relationship to see that new life. So I think maybe young girls should remove the mindset that they need to be in a romantic relationship to experience love. You can experience love from just a um a normal friendship level, and the person will love you so much. Like I have friends that I mean, like they are my, what you call ride or die. Like I mean, I can't go without, but I'm not in any romantic relationship with them. It's not a romantic relationship. So you can actually experience love without being in a romantic relationship. So we should not see that we need to be in a romantic relationship before you can experience love. I think that's that.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the issues with most young people. I think that is one of the issues with most young people, especially young girls. Like both peer pressure and all of that push them into doing some certain things. And when we don't even define or when we don't understand the role of people in our lives, that is where we allow our emotions to take hold of us.
Yeah.
So I really read that part. I don't know. Our next guest is not yet here, so I think we should just have to continue. So, there's something I really want us to look into.
Okay.
Now, there is this issue that not just I'm not saying this because it's for young people. who are in relationships. I'm trying to bring up this because I've had it happen in families, especially our parents, African parents. Though it can still happen with parents outside. But you see a situation where the mother or the father will have some kind of arguments or they had issues, then the mother or the woman will not really be very open. She's upset. Yes, we know that she's upset because of maybe what the husband did to her or what the way the man spoke to her. Just stuff like that, family related issues. Now she's upset about all of everything that is going on. But the issue there is that she cannot be able to speak up. Are you getting me, ma?
Yes,
She cannot be able to
yes, ma'am.
speak up. She does not know how to speak up. She does not know how to react to issues like this whenever they have issues at home. But you find a situation where maybe her children will do something to her, then you find her reacting, like overreacting, shouting, screaming at them, all of those things. Then they might have issues with people outside, not in their home, people outside. Then you still find out that they also react and shun whosoever like they are in that argument or having issues with. But looking at a situation where the man has an issue with the woman, sometimes the woman is always scared to act or to show that she's upset. She's always scared um, to speak up. She's always scared to to give signals or to give signs to show to just let the man know that like she's really upset with anything that happened. And because of the way that she spent and all of those things, you find that she not really be giving the man, she be giving the man kind of attitude like silent treatment and all of those things. So I just want us to look at something. If someone is scared to tell the partner, if someone is scared to tell the person he or she is in relationship with or dating or marriage stuff, if someone is scared to tell, open up to them and tell them that they are upset when they get angry at the other person's behavior, the partner's behavior, the partner's attitude towards them. Does that mean that the person loves the partner or the person loves the other party in that relationship?
Or if the partner is silent when the partner is hurting her, right?
Yeah, not just silence. She's really she's facing the pain, like she's really pained and bittered about everything, but the issue there is that she's scared to open up.
Okay, okay, all right.
She's scared to talk about this because she felt like he's a man. Men
Mm,
have their own ego. He's a man,
yes.
so I don't think I have every right to speak to him, because if I speak to him it might result to something else, either beating, a bullying or beating, something of that nature.
Okay. First of all, I love to say that I saw something long time ago. I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, something like that. And it was they said many African women are more happy to be married than even the marriage. So we are just so happy that yes, I am a married woman. We just want to maintain that status. Yes, I am a married woman. We are very happy to.
Yeah.
That's why you see many ladies, they are entering toxic relationships. You know that you and this man is not compatible, but because you just want to answer Mrs. So you enter into that marriage. I know that this man is beating you. You know, but because of you just want to be a married woman, you entered. The man is beating you. The man is torturing you. You cannot even talk. You cannot even say anything because you're just so happy to be married. Now, the thing is that some of them, they don't want to lose that marriage. So that's why they are seeing what the man is doing. They are not, you know, that they are even scared of the man. You can see some of them, they might want to challenge or anything, but they don't want to lose that marriage. They don't want to lose that relationship. That's why they might be scared of talking. I don't want to go and talk now. He will not go and leave me. If he leaves me, what will I do? Where will I go to? What will I do? Like, your life is not revolving around the man. Like, you if you leave him, you still have your life to live. So many of them are just so happy to be in a marriage, in a relationship. And the African mentality, and that the man is always right, the husband is always right, it's also another thing. But the main thing I said is that first, the first thing I said about women wanting to just be married. They just want to answer that message. They want to have that status as a married woman. How can I tell my friends that I'm no longer a married person after I've already done all the whole shakara that I did? But the second thing is that the ideology that the man is the head and the man is always right. So men always rub it off on their women, and so rubbing it off in that way, their partner does not know how to now come in, how to come in to correct them, or how to come in to tell them that look at this thing that you're doing is not good. I've witnessed relationships whereby the wife does not have any say in that relationship at all. Does not have any say. Only the husband has a say. Only the husband knows what is right, even for the wife. The wife cannot make any choice in their business, anything. It's only the husband that knows the right thing. So I think maybe that's the ideology that our parents passed down to us. And if care is not taken, we also will even pass it down to our own offsprings. So we need to correct that mentality. When we say we are partners, that means that we are building together, we are working towards a thing together, and we should that means that we should all have a say in our relationship. If you know that you don't have a say in your relationship, I don't think that's a relationship in the first place. Relationship means that we can be able to speak freely to each other about anything. So that's it.
Hello, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, ma'am.
I really love the way you stated everything. When it comes to the aspect of young women or young ladies thinking that them leaving the relationship, that their friends will begin to see them like somehow, or people will speak ill about them. Just like you said, they enter the relationship or they enter the marriage, and instead of coming out of it because of what people will say, because a lot of young people, a lot of women, a lot of ladies, this has really really destroyed their life, their low self-esteem. It has really really destroyed their low self-esteem. I'm coming now. Because they have this kind of mentality. Once I leave the marriage, like people will
My
really really
life is
say some
finished.
things about me. So yes, they just want to see that I've had stories. You're welcome, ma. Good evening, ma. Hello, ma comfort. Can you hear me, ma?
Thank you so much.
Good
Good
evening, ma. You're
evening. How are
welcome.
you doing?
I'm very fine. I'm happy to have you here with us. Is my voice breaking, ma? Can you hear me?
I'm most happy to have you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Before you joined, Ma, we are discussing about something. It's about the incident that happened recently about the young 14-year-old girl that,
Okay.
that was beaten by her husband. Actually, it has been happening for some period of time before it came online and people knew about it. So I just want to know your own view because different persons had a lot of things they said about it, and she has already given her own opinion about the whole story. I want to know from your own point of view what you think about um, her story altogether. Hello, ma, are you there, ma? Hello. Okay, I think we should continue. Okay, ma. Okay, Are you back now? It's good. Like I was saying before, most I've had stories of a young girl that was in a relationship with someone, and the guy was always beating her.
Let me, how will I
And
put this?
the only reason why she
You don't need to
refused
be in a
to come
romantic
out of the
relationship
relationship
to
or to
experience
break
love.
up with the guy was just that same mentality that some persons have. Because I know it's not all everyone that has that mentality. It's just that mentality that if I leave this relationship, I cannot be able to find love outside again. So she stayed in the relationship and she was receiving a lot of things, a lot of torture. One day I even had, I think about last year, she entered into marriage. She's a very, very young girl. She got entered into marriage, and in the process, the guy was always beating her. She died, and they buried her. And that is one of the reasons I think, because they just feel like if I leave this man or if I leave this guy, no one will be there for me. So they just want to attach themselves to the person. She's not alive again. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, my can.
Is it possible to love someone and you to love someone, but you still have that confidence, or you still get to a point where you just have to draw the line between the love and the affection there, and just draw the line and tell the person that you are done with the relationship
Yes, it's very, very possible.
in a very toxic relationship or abusive relationship, that you can still be very, very confident enough to speak up for yourself and tell the person that I'm quitting from this. I cannot be able to do this anymore. Because I think that is one of the fears a lot of persons have, just like you already said. So is it possible to love someone and you still stand on your ground and tell the person that you are done with the toxic relationship and all of it? Yeah.
Um, okay. First of all, I still find it difficult to um, put together love and toxicity at the same time. Like, I don't know how somebody can love someone that is abusing you. Like, is it really possible? Like, someone is battering you, is beating you,
Yeah.
slaps you, does not respect you. Like, it inflicts bruises on you. It's very obvious, and you still say that you love that person. I don't know how you guys do it. So, but me, I'm just saying for myself. Like, the first day that you just put your hand on me, just no matter how high that emotional this thing is, like everything will just go down. Like, it's not. I'm not saying from my own perspective. Like, I don't know how it's possible for love and abuse to coexist. But if it's possible, then for you to be able to, whether it's possible for you to say no, that I'm putting an end to it, that it's very, very much possible, even though you're in love with that person. But where it becomes very difficult is when you are already in a sexual relationship with the person. Once you start having sex with someone, like, it's very difficult to come off that relationship. Like, it is it is very difficult. That's why you see many people that are in a toxic relationship are like, why are they still staying? Oh god. I, um I had a close relative, very close. She's late now, but I mean, I did not know that something like that was possible. If not that this one was someone that was very close to me. I mean, very, very close to me. This woman was a very beautiful woman. Like, I mean, she was very beautiful. Our definition of beauty, she had curves and all of that. She was very hardworking, had a business of her own. But do you know that, in fact, the woman was even sponsoring her husband in school,
Wow. Are you
yeah,
serious?
at some point. But you know, this guy was always beating this lady, beating this lady, beating this lady every time. They were always coming to our house to settle fights. We are always settling fights. We will tell her, come out of the, do you know, because she had a lot of brothers and they were ready to do anything. No guys here they touch. If it's ladies, we can see be telling you, just leave him now. But guys, they will just go and fight. So they are ready to go and call army to beat the husband and do everything. There was even a time that we have already go and call army. The wife started begging, please, that we should not do this, that is her husband.
I think
Is
that is where the issue is coming from. That is where the biggest issue, because that this was actually the same thing that happened to the young girl. That
in this case, yes.
yes, this
It was
yes,
even paining me because I was like, what's going on?
I was very pained as well. Yes,
It's like you don't want to, you don't want, are you, do you like pains? Like, are you in love with pains? Because that's what I call it. Like, you're in love with pains. Do you know, to the extent, this lady I'm talking about, her eyes got affected. She became blind now, partial blindness, something like that. The husband will beat her, and he will not see any other place to beat. Do you know where this man will start beating? He will start punching her directly in her eyes, like
like
punching
that
her
that is a demon.
after everything. You would think that this is the end. Like, you see me like, okay, that this is all over now. Like, in my mind, that me, I'm not in the relation, but I'm like, okay, this is where we draw the curtains. Like, this is where we have ended it. You and I will still be talking. The next minute, the next hour, you see somebody on a phone call. Who is he talking to? Who is she talking to? The foolish man. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. And before you know it, he's already going back to the house. And I'm like, God, is it, what is going on? Like, is it that you people cannot just, so it's not made me to realize that once you have already started once you already entered that sexual relationship with that man, it
Yeah,
is more harder
intimate with the
for,
person. Yes,
yes, it's more harder for the ladies. Guys can do it and they are over. Like, guys can have intimacy with 10 ladies and it does not mean anything to them. Like, they are even going over it, that it does not affect them the way it affects ladies. Ladies, intimacy it means a lot to them. So once you are intimate with a guy, to leave that relationship is very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Except you make a decision, a determination that you know what you are going, where you are going to, and know that you cannot continue with this. That's the only way you can come out of it. Imagine one of our popular actress, our um veteran actress, that's Eukaria. Recently, that was I think 2 months ago, 3 months ago, she came on a podcast, and she was talking about her relationship with her ex husband, and I was very touched by the podcast. I was very, very touched because she gave birth to a sickler, and the sickler later ended up dying because she got married to an AS when she herself was an AS. And the thing is that they both of them knew that they were AS. But
but they still.
yes, you know why? Eukaria was already in a sexual relationship with this guy. The two of them were already intimate, and she can't just leave the guy. He said when the guy told him that, okay, that um okay, when they noticed that they were AS, so they said, we can't do this. So I know what AS can do. We cannot continue in this relationship. The guy convinced and told her that don't worry, that he has read that AS and AS, that it's possible that they might not give birth to a sickler child, that it's possible and everything. So according to Eucaria's words, she said
Sorry. That was it. The lady convincing the guy, or the guy
no, the
convincing the
guy was
lady?
convincing the lady. The guy
Okay.
was convincing the lady. Yeah. So she knew the right thing, but she was madly in love. Like, let me just use it. Like, she was madly in love with the guy that he said in her own words, that's Eucaria words. She was like, um, that's if I remember the things that this guy did to me in bed, like the way he knows how to handle me, those kind of things. He cannot just let go of this guy because this guy has touched something inside of her. So it's more harder. So imagine a lady as educated as Eukaria, as exposed as Eukaria. She was a very big actress already at that time, but she couldn't get out of that relationship. So it's not even about how exposed you are. Once you get intimate with a guy, it's much more difficult to leave that guy. So that's it.
I really, really get very pissed off when I hear different stories of women. I don't know the way I'll put it. When I hear different stories of ladies, you are in the like you are saying that this thing will not really end up very well, but yet you still just want to be there. But my question now is, yeah, I understand they are already intimate with each other. I understand that fact, but the way everything is happening, it looks like the ladies are the ones that are much more attached when it comes to that intimacy part. As if they're the ones they are always more attached to the guys, that even if you're trying to give them advice to let go of the guy, all of these stuff, they just want to be there. Because you just like you said something about, she's speaking about the way the man handles her in bed and all of those stuff. That's not a guarantee for your safety. Like I don't understand how people think though. I don't understand how this love of a thing like do happen, that you'll be there, the love will just blind your eyes that you'll be there and you're passing through something that is really, really eating you up, destroying your life, but you still just want to be there.
That's the thing. I think research, even studies have shown that ladies get more emotionally attached to someone that they have had
Yeah.
intimacy with. You know,
Yeah.
um, there's this stuff that they say. He said three people that you cannot advise. He said a woman in love, the
I've had intimacy before too.
a woman that is following her prophets, and I can't remember the third person. But these are the three people that you cannot give advice. Have you ever tried giving advice to a woman in love? Oh,
And she will never receive.
I heard about a story about this a girl that came and was telling her brother about her relationship, about what the guy was doing to her, and this guy is still very young. Oh. So the brother was busy giving her relationship advice. Say, just leave that guy. You still have a brighter future. Just don't do anything. Like just continue your life. You will even meet more better men in the future and everything. So the guy was feeling himself that he has, yes,
I'm
that
telling
finally
you,
he has saved her sister out of this relationship. My sister, do you know the next 1 hour? I mean, the next how many minutes? The guy saw on his on his sister's status. He and the guy's picture. The guy
my
and he
God,
said,
what
and
is
do you know
happening?
the worst part? Do you know the write up for the status? He said, "No monkey can separate
I'm
us."
monkey. Like God, like I wasted my time giving you advice. Then you ended up calling me monkey. Like, oh God.
So you can imagine that. So once they are in love, their head cannot calculate anything again. They are like their head will
Ah,
just be their head is just thinking that it's only that guy that they are seeing. They cannot see any other thing they are talking about. I remember I was just giving somebody advice recently. The girl was not seeing what I was saying. I tried my possible best. I gave my all my advice that I knew, but this girl was not seeing from my own perspective.
yeah. Seriously, a lot of young persons, like a lot of young persons, they like. Why would I give you an advice? I was thinking I was speaking to my fellow human being, but I was just talking all for talking's sake. At the end of the day, you still want to go and do what is in your mind, that thing that you feel like doing. You still go ahead and go and do it. It is really, really very awful though. Ma, you are back, ma. Ma, comfort. Network is really bad. Can you hear me, ma? I think the network is really, really like severe around that side. So ma, like what I was saying, like I don't understand. I don't understand what is it for, especially young girls, that you give them advice, like speak to them a lot of things. But my own issue there is they've had different stories of how this thing really affected a lot of person's life. They have this different stories of um people that went through that same part, and it's affected them not just mentally, like otherwise it really really scattered their life, their scattered their even their purpose in life, their destination where they are heading to. Now they've seen people go through the same path, but my own issue now is, why is it that nobody wants to learn from other people's mistake?
Mm.
They just want to, like, they just want to test it. If they've not tested it, if they are not satisfied, they've not gone into it to they are satisfied, they will never want to let go of it. Why is it that even all, I means all the stories that is being put out there online every day, that young people especially, they still just want to test it. I want to test this relationship of a stuff and know how, like, how it feels. I want to test it and know how it feels to be in relationship. That nobody wants to learn from other people's experiences.
Okay. Um, I think it's still boils down on youthful exuberance. So um, when people when you are growing up, you start having what would I say, you start developing feelings for guys. You start noticing guys the way that you are not noticing them before.
Wait. Is it I don't understand, like, my own system. Because the way you're putting it is now making it look as if maybe I'm not really like normal or something.
Is it that you yourself you never developed
Yes, because of
s-
the, it's not like I don't develop, but it's not like shacking me the way it's shacking these young people.
yes, that's because you yourself you have self control. But most of these people they don't have any self control. So they feel that because you felt this, so that means you need to go for it. Imagine that you felt like drinking orange juice and you don't have orange juice in your house. Will you go about and go and say, okay, let me go and take somebody's orange juice?
Mm.
Because you have self control over it, you will not go out there and go and take someone's own. But someone that does not have self control in that area could go out there and go and steal that orange juice because it does not have any control over it. Now that's the same thing with these young girls. They are having it's a normal thing, it's a normal thing because you will start, like I say, you start noticing a guy that was normal in your eye before you feel it, the guy already started entering your eye. But because you don't have any feelings, you will just feel like wanting to have something with this person, feel like let this person just be talking to me. Oh God, this guy should just be talking to only me. In fact, if the guy is not talking to somebody else, you feel angry. Why is he not talking to this person? Is it not me that I thought it was only me that you
I've
were?
actually experienced this part.
Yeah, 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 that's it. As, but you control yourself. You don't want to go
Yes.
and start misbehaving because you have respect for yourself. Let's put it that way. But yeah, this most times why these ladies are doing this thing that they don't have respect for themselves. If you have respect for yourself, there are things that you can't do to yourself. For instance, all these ladies that are accepting beating, a guy is beating you. You self-respect to tell you that nobody has that right. Nobody lay hands on me. You don't have that. You don't have that right. Why will you put your hands on me? Because you respect yourself. You respect your body as a lady. So if without you respecting yourself, you can enter into different relationship. They will batter your body. Different men will enter. This one will enter. Okonkwo will enter. Okafor will enter. This one will enter. It started from Okonkwo before you know it. Other people and now you don't even have you now start having low self esteem because you feel that I remember one lady like that. She was like she's relocating. Why? She said that all the women in this side have seen her finish.
Are you serious?
They have seen her finish. So she needs to go to a new place that the guys they don't know her. You can imagine that kind of
And if she goes to that new place, she still continue the lifestyle.
she was like, let her change. At least nobody knows me here because if she wants to change in this place, all those other guys that have seen her and have done things with her will know that this your changing is not real. So she had to relocate because um she cannot change it.
Okay. I pray so that she goes there and she still changes.
I pray. I think that's also one thing that helps ladies. Once you're emotionally attached to somebody, I believe it's best you change location. Mm. Change relocate from that place, go to a new environment.
Okay. Ma comfort. Hello, ma. Can you hear me, ma? You've really been battling with network issue. Can you hear me, ma? Hello, ma. Are you there? Okay, ma comfort. Uh, I don't think she's hearing me. Ma, can you hear me? Okay, ma. I think we should just continue. Ma Trinity, I really, really love the points that you've given. Everything like you've spoken about so far, even about these young people not being able to control themselves, the low self-esteem parts, and all of those stuff. I just want us to try to round up because of so that we can catch up with other things. But I want to just ask you something. Okay, would you advise your daughter or your son to be in the same relationship? I don't know that you're in a relationship currently, or maybe your past relationship, the experiences you had experiences in your past relationship. But would you advise your daughter or your son to be in the same exact relationship, or to experience the same things you experience in your relationship? Do you get
Ye-
my question?
Yes, my did. So okay, I'm currently not in a relationship now. Um,
Wow.
but my past experiences, my past relationship is not something that I would love. Um, I would advise my son or daughter to enter into. I would advise them that they should get mature,
Yeah.
Yes, I
emotionally
can hear
mature.
you. Are you speaking to me or you're speaking with Trinity?
Okay. I was speaking with her. Uh, is your network okay now, ma? Can you hear me, ma? Okay. Ma, I think you should just continue.
I think maybe she wants to talk.
Do you want to say something, ma?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Okay, we are talking about something. Um, if it is possible to love someone and still know when to say or when to stand on your feet and tell the person that you are done with the relationship for toxic relationships, or yes, for toxic relationship. Can you hear me, ma? The network is really bad. We looked at that part, but what we are discussing right now is I asked her, you've been in relationships and you've had experiences in relationship. I just want to know whether you will want your either your son or your daughter experience the same experience in your relationship based on your own experience, your current relationship. Do you get my question, ma? Okay, my Trinity, I think you should continue since.
Okay. So if I get the question correctly, so it's about my current relationship.
Yes.
Like I said earlier,
I can
I'm
hear
not.
you. Are you speaking to me? or you're speaking to Trinity?
Okay.
I was speaking before, but your voice, I was not hearing anything. I think your network is really bad over there.
All right. So
But let her just finish up then.
okay. So I was saying that um, my if it's my current relationship, like I said earlier, I'm not in any relationship now because I um I believe relationship should be all about the two partners being mature before they enter into it. So if you're not yet mature to enter into a relationship, if you're not yet emotionally mature, physically mature, spiritually mature, able to handle the responsibilities that comes out of the relationship or anything that comes out of it, it's even best that you don't enter into it. So until then, just keep it, just keep yourself. Abstinence is the best way, especially for we
Yeah.
ladies.
But do you think there is a certain age range that you can advise most young persons, or maybe your daughter or your son? Is it a particular age range that you can advise them to enter a romantic relationship?
I don't think there's a particular age range for it. It's just the time that you yourself you know that okay that I am ready. This is the next step to enter into. Someone like what's the name Omotola. She said she
Yeah.
entered a relationship with her husband as when she was 18 years. But you know, compare herself, she came from a very rich family, and her parents, her dad died at an early age, so it's made her become mature. She said that at that 18 years, she already had her own car, and she was running at that company. So you cannot compare someone like that and an average 18-year-old girl. They are not in the same level. So it's not about the age; it's about whether you yourself you are mature and can be able to handle whatever comes out of it.
It's mostly about maturity,
Yes,
both
ma'am.
emotional maturity and spiritual, mental too, financial too. Yes, I really really love that. She's not online. She's not back online yet. So I think we just have to round up. I just want to drop this particular question to our audience, our listeners. I think I put out this question on my Facebook page, and a lot of persons had different things, different opinions on it. And I would love to ask you of it too. Ma. I would love to get your own point of view from there. And the question is, it will be on the comment section. You guys can reply anytime you come online. So, what is one non-negotiable thing um, for you in love? What is one negotiable thing that you cannot compromise when it comes to love, whether a romantic love or romantic relationship or so? What is one particular thing that you can never compromise, that this is what you stand for, and if you don't find it when you are in a relationship, you just have to move out of it. So it will be at the comment section. I would love you guys to drop your opinion or drop your own view of it. But I would just love you to tell me about yours. What is one thing that you stand for that if you don't find it in a relationship that you will definitely leave?
Okay. I think mine is love of God. I know it sounds spiritual, but I believe that a man that loves God will be able to love me in the right way. So if you don't love God, I don't know. I can't trust you to be able to love me rightly. So I think that's that for me. First of all, you have to have that love for God. You don't have love for God, forget it. Like you cannot love me. I'm sorry.
I really loved your opinion. When I put out this post online, different persons have different things they had to say. Some was respect, some was peace, a lot of things. I was not even expecting your answer to be love for God. It's very rare though, but I really really appreciate it. I'll really really say thank you so much, Ma. I've really enjoyed having this conversation with you. It has really been amazing. I I'm not really settled because my comforts never participated at all because of our network. Or I believe next time it will not really be a barrier to this. But thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma, for coming. Thank you very much, Ma, for accepting our invitation. And thank you very much for the knowledge, everything that you shared in today's conversation. I'm really grateful.
Thank you so much, ma. I'm very happy to be a part of this conversation. It was really exciting. Thank you, ma.
No filter,
Thank you
no
so
fear.
much, ma.
We just keep it
To
right.
everyone
Safe
listening to
space,
us,
let
thank you
it
for
all
staying with us
come
from the beginning
through.
of
This is the
the
place
show
where
to
we
the end.
hear
And I
you.
believe you learned one thing or the other. I would love you guys to drop your comments at the comment section. What do you think about this topic, everything that we've discussed this evening? And as well, the question I asked, what is one negotiable thing that you stand for in love that if you don't find it in a relationship that you will
Safe
definitely
space,
leave
you
and you see that relationship as a no-go area for you. So thank you so much for being with us from the beginning to the end.
safe
And
space,
I hope to see you guys in our next conversation, in our next episode. Till then, stay safe. Bye.
And
yeah. Welcome to my safe space. Yeah, we talk real life. No filter, no fear. We just keep it right. Safe space. Let it all come through. This is the place where we hear you.